selling real estate. I have no idea what he's selling. I was interested in the rocks. And out from under one of the rocks after a while comes another guy who lives under the rock. That's paradise as far as I'm concerned. Jeez. Something I can just squeeze into and hang around for a long time. But right, there's, you know what I mean? You probably don't admit it in front of a large crowd like I do. I've mentioned here before, because I can't help it, about being on a submarine for a while. And one day on a dive, there's a place called the after battery, and that's where you eat. And you try to be quiet when you're submerged. So there are two long tables at which you dine. And they'd laid rubber mats on the tables to, soften the noise. And we're serving spaghetti, which is a quiet food, I think. I think, I could be conflating two different things, but I know each of them is true. Whether they happened at the same time might be just too convenient for me right now, but I don't think so. Because on this dive, I'd been put on the stern planes. I'd never been on them, and you can't say to the guy giving the orders, wait, whoa. I've never been trained on these things. You don't want me on here. I'm looking for a little tiny place to live. That's why I'm on a submarine, and it's tough. You can't say that. You just have to sit down the stern planes. He wanted a down bubble 5 degrees. I gave him a 15-degree down bubble. It's no fault. I've never been trained on these things. And if you try to lean 15 degrees, you'll basically fall down. And the spaghetti fell off the things in the after battery right next to the control where we are. And then some of it, there's milk or ooze. And it runs down, you don't call it a floor, the deck. And there is a little hatch there. And I never knew this. But inside that, under the little hatch, under the floor of the submarine, which is going down, there was a being, a human. And we're on the dive, and he feels the milk dripping. And he popped out of he was the sonar man. I never knew he was under there. And he had a big green oscilloscope that I got a glimpse of, beautiful thing. I had struck for sonar. That's why I joined the Navy. I wanted to listen to the fish. I flunked the hearing test. And I never knew that my hoped-for future was right over there until I scared the hell out of everybody. Later on, I sacrificed my hearing to an exercise where we were ordered to, all the non-rated men were called topside, and we were ordered to blow 3 light bulbs out of the Atlantic Ocean. We were on the surface, by the way. And so there was 25 of us non-rated, and one lieutenant on my left with a machine gun. We all started shooting at the light bulbs. So I was out of the Navy pretty soon. I couldn't hear the orders very well. And I, put a 15-degree down bubble instead of a 5. And the Navy, I don't think, missed me at all. And instead, I wind up in a very exposed place in front of a whole lot of people, which kind of, militates against my preference to be in a small box with maybe a big green screen in front of me. If I don't stop talking, it's only going to get worse.